Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Chappello and I'm here to talk about how to properly clean a Xbox 360 power supply. And I'm going to start off by asking you a question. Have you ever broke something? Because I've broken many things, and the biggest thing to a broken item is either if you can fix it or you can replace it. Now, I like to fix things because I'd rather not spend all the money that I don't have to, but if you have to replace an item, then it is a tendency to spend the extra money to replace it. So, I want to get in the topic that a lot of people have had problems with their Xbox 360s, and Xbox 360s are a very good console. It's just simple mistakes that people are saying that their Xbox is broken instead of trying to fix certain things. Now, an Xbox 360 comes with a power brick, and this power brick sends power supply to the Xbox from your outlet. Now, a lot of these are great items, but they can get clogged up by dust over time. Within a couple years, they will need to be cleaned out. And a daily maintenance type thing where you do it every maybe 2 months out of the year, you want to make sure these are clean. And what I'm going to do is show you the proper way how to take it apart, clean it inside, and then put it back together. What I'm going to start with is usually you have 4 rubber feet on every single corner where it covers the screws. Now, I already took them off for the sake of the video, but Admid, when his username, he uses a combat knife or a very sharp blade to get these rubber feet off. So if you get these rubber feet off with the combat knife, it's a lot easier to reuse them, because I simply dug them out and I ruined it, but I still put them back in. Now, after you get the rubber feet off, you're going to get the screws off on every of the 4 corners. Now, I already loosened up some of the corners to speed up the process of the video, but just take your time. Make sure the screws are somewhere you can get back to them, because if not, you're going to lose some screws and you're not going to be able to put it back together. So put them in a safe place where you will not lose the screws. That is very important. And then a great thing to realize is that you'll feel very accomplished once you do this. You'll feel better about yourself if you can fix things instead of just going out and buying something brand new every single time. Now, what you're going to do is take the top half and the bottom half and just come off just like that. And then also, for the sake of the video, this comes with all the parts on the bottom, and then the top is the fan. For the sake of the video, I already took the screws off for the fan to make sure I wasn't too time consuming with the process. But usually there's just 2 screws on either side of the fan, and those go right into those slots in the box. And all you're going to have to do is just literally take it apart, the fan, and there you go. The fan is right here, and you can see dust in it. I mean, you'd have to get pretty close, but there is dust in here, and the easiest way I figured out is you could either blow and make sure the fan is spinning to make sure that you get all the dust out, or simply use cotton swabs or Q-tips. And I like to personally use Q-tips only because I can get a better clean. And depending on how wide these blades are the key essential if you can really use the Q-tips or not. But usually I just do the sides of them, every single side. And I'm not going to do that right now, but for your purpose, just make sure every single blade is clean to whatever way you want it to be cleaned. And after that, you should be okay. Just make sure all the parts inside are cleaned and together. They're not broken, no pieces don't look out of place, because a lot of people can break things just by taking things apart or putting them back together. So I'm going to start. After you clean the fan, you're going to just simply put things back together. That's it. Just reverse. Put everything in reverse and just do exactly what you did before, but just the opposite. And I put the fan back together. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to put these screws back in for the fan, but you shall. And that will make sure that the fan doesn't get out of place. And you need to line up the circular end with the circle on the boxes, and the square end with the square pegs. And pretty much it's very self-explanatory. Everything will just fit back to normal. And all you simply have to do is just put the screws back together and you should be done. And I mean, the biggest thing is a lot of people don't understand that you need to make sure that the light, the LED light right here, usually is yellow when you plug it in. And if you have no color, your power supply is definitely faulty and you do have to replace it with a new item. But if it's just orange and it won't turn green when you press the Xbox button, then you might have to just clean it like I did right here. And it's so simple just to clean it, because after you're done, it should work. And even if it doesn't work, you can still have the process in your mind that you know how to do this. And that's the best part about it. So after you put these screws back in on the four corners, you're going to find your rubber feet. I don't have them here, but you're going to find the rubber feet, place them back in so then the screws don't get damaged. And literally just plug it in your wall, see if it works. If it doesn't, then try it again or try cleaning it more precisely. But I imagine it will work after you do all this process. And afterwards, just make sure you keep up with maintenance. E-How Contributor, he said it best. He stated that you need to get some air underneath this power supply. So you want to keep this elevated. You don't want it just to be on the carpet or something, because usually a lot of the heat will stay retained into the box, and that could create dust, and that can also create problems within the parts of the power supply. And it's not just keeping the Xbox 360 cool, it also has to be the power supply to keep it cool. And that's the main thing, is just daily maintenance, not every single day, but monthly daily maintenance to your power supply can save you hundreds of dollars to not buy this new Xbox. And I really hope I helped with this process, because it helped me and I've saved hundreds of dollars myself, and I hope it saves you hundreds of dollars and you can become a fixer-upper instead of just going and buying something new every time. So thank you for your time, and I'm Jonathan Spell.